we have the daily price chart for Palo Alto Networks Incorporated, stock ticker PANW. So as we can see here, the stock today is one of the best performers for the trading session. As we can see in this price chart, the surging share price has really overtaken some very significant price zones. So in this video, we will be outlining some of these critical price levels so that we can develop a more profitable trading strategy for this stock going forward. As things currently stand, the share price itself is starting to move into overbought territory. We're not quite there yet, but overall, this is not entirely surprising given the fact that the share prices themselves have had this major upward surge during the trading session today. So as things currently stand, what we're looking at right now is price high coming in at 375.37. These moves have been very forceful. We even have a bit of a price gap here to the downside. So overall, the real question is whether or not the stock is going to be able to maintain this type of trajectory here going forward. As things currently stand, this is a very critical price move. As we can see, the prior resistance highs came in at 345.90. So this is a very substantial price movement here in the upward direction, and we have really blown right through that resistance level. As we can see here, the resistance level was really working. We could see that share prices did start to roll over a bit here in anticipation of this 345.90 area. So this is definitely an area that the market was watching. However, the movements today really had no trouble overcoming this area. We really gapped right above here, and then given the fact that there weren't any major sell orders based on that prior resistance zone because we blew right through there and we gapped above. That's probably what helped propel this stock so strongly during today's trading session, because as you can see, this is not a normal trading day. For the most part, we don't see price movements like this. That are this strong in terms of the size of the candle itself. As we can see here, the stock does have a fairly strong history of showing volatility during short periods of time. We could simply go back to the February 20 trading period here and see that there is a very substantial price gap that did start to develop for this stock. Of course, when you see a price gap like that, you have to expect all of those price levels to be filled, and we really didn't see that occur fully until today. Today's price action is actually what finally closed that price gap. So overall, this is a very significant movement here for a few different reasons. I mean, one, we do have this price gap being filled, and then in addition to that, we do have this very critical support level coming in at 345.90, which was broken during this process. So, the real question from here is, when you see an upward price movement like this, how sustainable really is this? As we can see here, we can draw a line sort of looking at the most recent trending movement higher here. This is almost, you want to talk about rocket ships and things like that. I mean, this is a very, very quick price movement to the top side, very short period of time. We're seeing share prices move, right around $90. And when you're dealing with a $285 stock, that is a very significant price move. This is not a small cap stock. This is a fairly well-known name within the technology sector. So, to see this type of price action, it does seem fair to say that a lot of people are being caught off guard with these price movements, and there are going to be real questions about how sustainable this type of trajectory is here going forward. If we move into the indicator readings, we can see that the stock is now crossing into overbought territory, which, as I said, should not be surprising at all. I mean, if you see a price movement like this, a sizable green candle like this, I mean, what else is going to happen? I mean, of course, you're going to be in overbought territory at that point. But the real issue is what is going to be the dominant trend here. As we can see, looking at the trading volumes themselves, there have been some interesting spikes here. And when they are occurring, they're mostly in the positive direction. Of course, we can go back to that price gap period. And when that occurred, the most significant trading volume bar on this chart is, of course, negative. And this would have come during that February trading session. However, since then, trading volumes have started to normalize, except in cases where we have seen these brief spikes higher. So, this price movement here was sort of propelled by an increase in upward trading volumes. And then finally, we have this price movement here today, culminating today. It wasn't just today, but, this price movement today is also showing some significant changes within the trading volumes themselves. So, currently what traders need to be asking themselves is whether or not, this type of price movement is sustainable and can this continue to the top side. One price point that we need to be very cognizant of is this 380.84 resistance zone, which was formed earlier in the year. So specifically, that would be this price level here, this price region up here, and then this ultimate high came in during the February 9 trading session. So currently, we're trading within very close proximity to that point. So if we kind of drill into this price candle a bit, we can see that there is a very strong wick on the top of the candle. There's almost no wick on the bottom here, but there is a very long wick on the top. So what does that tell us? Essentially, this tells us that we closed relatively far away from the highs of the day. This is still a green candle with a very strong body on it, so there's no denying that this is a bullish candle. But what we can see here is that there was some short-term pullback activity that was going on near these highs. So, if we pull out here a bit, it really shouldn't be surprising that any of this is occurring, because we do have this major all-time top here coming in at $384. So, when we look at the broader trajectory here, I mean, we can see that this massive run higher, kind of culminated or ended right at this 380.84 level, and we're coming, we're within $10 of that price point at the moment. As I said, the prior price high came in at 375.37, so we're talking about less than $10 in distance here, between these price highs and these more significant longer term highs that have governed share price action for quite a while now. So, a bit of a pullback at this stage, I don't think that could be much of a surprise to anybody. Overall, the trajectory here has been quite forceful, and the real question is going to be how much of this share price momentum and price movement the stock is actually going to be able to maintain. So if we do start to see some profit taking here, the real question will be whether or not we break back below this 345.90 level, because that level now would be expected to work as support. If we do see a break back below 345.90, I would expect to see a near-term top in this stock, and possibly some difficulty in overcoming this 380.84 level that was posted previously. So here's the current market update for Palo Alto Networks Incorporated, stock ticker PANW. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.